Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Financial Independence channel. In today's video, let's look at Aaro Pharma, the pharma sector stock, and the stock which is getting declined or continuously falling after it posted its earnings growth in the month of July. So the stock has almost fallen 200 to 250 rupees and currently trading at the market price of 720. So the stock is trading below all the moving averages and the volumes are increasing. So is it the right time to accumulate the stock, or is it the right time to exit the stock or hold the stock? Because some of the mutual fund companies are selling their stake, mainly HDFC mutual fund, which had sold almost close to 18 lakh shares in the current month. So the deal happened on 18th of August. So what is going beyond that is things like the whether we can hold the stock or get rid of the stock or accumulate the stock is what we are going to discuss in this video. So before we get into that, let's discuss some of the key things on the fundamental side, and then let's move on to the technical side. So let's look at the positives and negative sides, and then we will decide further. So on the fundamental side, what triggered the market sell is nothing but the the revenue, the revenue report or the earnings report. The revenue from operations declined by 3.8% year on year to 5,702 crores. And the net profit also degrew or negative by 1.7% year on year to rupees 770 crores, which means that the revenue from operations is declining. The net profit is also on the negative side. So that is the key point, which is like triggered the sell on the stock. So the investors are not happy with the profit or the revenue side. So the financials are weak. So this is point one. So let me show the slide. So the company is having businesses around US, Europe, Brazil, and South Africa. So coming to the US market, the US formulation business declined by 1.5% year on year to rupees 2,681 crores, which is accounting for the 47% of the consolidated revenue. So the decline is mainly due to price erosion and buildup of inventory with the supplier due to lower demands. The demands are getting lower. So we saw the point one, which triggered the selling. The second one is like US market decline. US business is getting declined year on year by 1.5%. So this is the second one. The third one is ARV business. ARV business also degrew by 30.3% year on year to rupees 296 crores and contributed to 5.1% of the to the revenue. So these are the negatives. So apart from this, let's look at few of the positive side. So during this quarter, 8 ANDAs active, new drug application. So ANDA is abbreviated new drug application has been applied with US FDA and received final approvals for the out of 8 NDAs. 4 NDAs, including 3 injectables, have been approved on the ANDA part. So which would be launched in quarter 2022. So this is point number one, which is the positive side. So first we saw the US business. Now let's look into the Europe business. So the coming to the Europe business, it grew by 19.7% year on year to rupees 1,583 crores, which contribute 27.8% to the total revenue. So this is Europe business is good. ANDA part is positive. Now let's get into the Brazil and South African market. So coming to the Brazil and South African market, the market revenue grew by 13.7% year on year to rupees 329 crore and contributed to 5.8% of the revenue. So this is the third point in the positive side. So the next, the active pharmaceutical ingredients, the API business, which is the main business for most of the current, most of the pharmaceutical companies is API business only. And the API business posted a revenue of rupees 812 crores growth of 4% year on year and contribute to 14.2% to the revenues. So this is also which means like the API business is also on positive sides. The fourth point is API business. So moving again, next is the R&D part. Let me show on the R&D part. So the R&D spend for the quarter stood at rupees 358 crore, that is 6.3% of the revenue. So here, see the major pharmaceutical companies, most of the pharmaceutical companies spend most on the research and development expenditures. So which is the key for most of the new vaccines, new applications, ANDAs, ARVs, APIs, and injectables. Everything happens from the research and development side. So on this spending, the company is actually on the positive side. So it is on a steady increase, which means like the R&D spending is on a steady increase. So these are the positive sides for the market. So let's look at the other things. The two biosimilar products are expected to be filed in quarter 2022 and one biosimilar product in quarter 2023. So the management guided that going forward, 1 to 2 product is expected to be added in the portfolio every year. So this is fifth point. Sixth point, management guided that going forward, the company will try to maintain the gross margin of around 58% and push themselves for 60%. So these are the positives. So this quarter, the injectable business were around $102 million. So these were all the positives. So now look at other things which triggered the selling. So the company took an acquisition. So let's look into that. Cronus Pharmaceutical, Cronus Pharma Facilities. So here, what is the company is like? The company is Hyderabad-based generic veterinary pharmaceutical products company, which is engaged in development, manufacturing, and sale of veterinary pharmaceutical products. So this is the company, the Cronus Pharma Specialties India Private Limited, which was acquired by Aura Pharma. So they acquired this for an amount of almost 420 crores. So this acquisition happened after the earnings call. So coming to the company, Aura Pharma will own about 51% of the equity share capital of Cronus. But as on date, the net debit for the company, which is Cronus, is standing around 160 to 165 crores. So the company acquired for 420 crores. The company is having a debit of 165 crores. Okay. So what about the revenue from the business? So the revenue from the business is the turnover of Cronus for 2021 is around 11.4 crores and 2020 was 6.6 crores. So a company is acquired for 420 crores, but the revenue from the company or the turnover is around only 11 crores on this. This is where the investors are getting confused. So why this acquisition happened and what is behind this? So this is another negative part which triggered the second, selling part. So this is where the stock is getting continuously selling. But coming to Cronus on the positive side, the Cronus has 67 products in its pipeline, of which 22 have been filed and 6 have been approved by the Center for Veterinary Medicine, US FDA. The Cronus also generates income as CRO, Custom Research Organization. So this company, Cronus Pharma, was incorporated in September 2015. It has built a dedicated non-sterile and sterile manufacturing facility focused on veterinary pharmaceutical products for regular markets. So the investors are getting confused why this acquisition happened. So this acquisition is happening for 420 crores. The company which is having for debit of 165 crores is acquired for 420 crores, but its turnover is only around 11 crores and 6-7 crores in the past years. So this is where there is an imbalance and there is a confusion prevailing. But coming to other things on the Europe market, Brazil market, API business, and other things like R&D spend, everything is on the positive side. There is nothing on the fundamental part which is showing a negative path for the company. But only this. But a company like Aura Pharma with a good fundamentals will not get into something like a uh, an acquisition like this, because there are many things in its pipeline. There are many products in its pipeline. So Aura Pharma is expecting something from this, and maybe in the next quarters when these these products are when these products are approved and into the market, maybe a trigger for the next up move. So we have to wait till the time, or we have to look out for some specific things which are going to trigger the up move. So till then we cannot conclude that we cannot get into a conclusion that the company is in a wrong path or is in a continuous selling or something like that. So just because a mutual fund company has sold some of its stake, we cannot get into a conclusion that this stock is going to continuously fall, because this company is having a good fundamentals. So these are the positives and negatives on the fundamental side. So coming to the technical part, this stock is trading below all the moving averages, part one. But the volumes have been reduced, but then again the selling volumes have been increased. But if you see in the RSI part, this is already in oversold zone. Okay, so the support is actually around 700 and 675 area. So if there is anything below 675, then that would be a reason to worry. But on the lower time frames, we can see that there is a divergence happening, and I am expecting the stocks should reverse around 700 area, 700 price area. So let's wait for the stock. I am expecting there is nothing more, fundamentally or technically bad in this stock at this current moment. So we have to wait for some more period on long. People who are looking for long term can hold this stock but anything below 675 or 700 is the area which should start to worry. But this company at this area is actually at the mouth-watering levels to accumulate. But let's wait for the reversal point. After that, we can decide on that. So, so these are the technical part. So let's wait for that. Let's look also into the weekly chart. So the stock is actually at a major support zone around 700. So anything below that will be considered as a negative zone. But for long-term holders, I know some of my clients are sitting with loss in this stock. I would I would request you to hold this stock as of now. Let's see if there is any further more fall below 700, then that will be a area which we have to start worrying, and we have to exit the stock. As of now, currently hold the stock. Let's see if there is any further more selling happenings on this, because uh, we have to wait for some more time, and we cannot just go with the few the companies which are selling their stakes, because this company has a major stake around for FIA, DAs are having major stake in this more than FIAs. FIA has reduced their stake from the last quarter, but if you see the DAs are increasing their stake in the stock. So these are the positives on the technical side and the fundamental side. So I hope this information is helpful to you, and this would give you a fair idea on to decide what is happening behind the stock, behind the company fundamentally and technically. So I would request you to hold the stock as of now. We will keep this stock in in radar, and we will monitor on daily basis. And if there is anything something getting behind 700 to 650 levels, then we will start look for an alternative approach or a strategy where we can get out of this with minimal profits or minimal loss. Let's look into that. So hope this information is useful to you, and this would give a fair idea to hold the stock, or give a fair a support for you during this falling period. So the patience is the key. So that's all, guys. So we should hold on for some more time, and then we will decide further. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.